Patterson University Television.
Welcome back to the desk. We're going to start it off on the women's hardwood here. The NJAC tournament is set and there's a lot on the line. Here to break it all down is Joe, Anthony, Andrew, and Nijee. Now, Joe, we're going to start off right away. A lot of great players for this team. And, a lot of them made an impact. But who do you think is the most valuable player for this Lady Pioneers team?
Yeah, Marc right off the bat. I'm going to go Yakira her stats here. Listen, she's a true leader on and off the court. Listen, she's played 24 games this season, 7.9 points per game, a 360 field goal percentage. She's averaging 35 minutes per game. She's on the court at all times. When she's on the court, she's also a difference maker. She's a playmaker. She's also very good at driving to the paint and getting to the free throw line. And she's had a wonderful career here, and I think she's my MVP for this season.
Anthony?
Yeah, the growth we've seen from Justina Cabezas over the past 2 or 3 or 4 years has been unmatched. She is great in every facet of the game. She's played 24 games this year, averaging almost 15 points per game, shooting almost 43% and averaging over 30 minutes per game. She's averaging almost 8 rebounds per game as well. She is great on the interior defensively. She is great from the mid-range. She can do it really all. And she's even made some pretty crazy three-pointers this year as well.
Absolutely. Andrew, how about you?
I got to go with Brianna Smith. She's been absolutely phenomenal this year. She took on a big leadership role this year as well, and she made the most threes of her career. She had the best shot percentage of her career. Led the team in threes and in free throw percentage. She's been great on the glass, rebounding the ball, playing defense all year. Great season for Bree Smith. Very excited to watch her next year.
Electric scorer. Nijee, close us out.
Yeah, I'm going with my winning passive rookie of the year, Renee Wells. She came right off the bat, major impact to the team. Scoring-wise, she third on the list of scoring for the team. But the real thing, she's the best shooter on the team percentage-wise, and she won the NJAC rookie of the week 4 times in a row. So she big impact play that the team needs.
Absolutely. Impact players, but impact reasons as to why they've won in this stretch to make the NJAC tournament. We'll start it off with you, Andrew. What has been your biggest reason for them making, the run down this stretch?
Yeah, I got to go with the energy. I mean, the energy, it's been there, and, you can feel it when you're in the building. The Pioneers, they've been fighting for an NJAC playoff spot for the last couple of weeks here, and they knew they had to fight their hardest to get in, and they fought every night. Just to get in. They forced a lot of turnovers. They're capitalizing on these turnovers. And I really, really wish this game was home tomorrow because that rec center, man, it would be bumping. It's been bumping all year. It would have been bumping tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely electric. We see it on the bench, too. Nijee?
Yeah, for me, I'll go with the assists. But the assists don't play the bigger picture to the team. The bigger picture is the team with the ball control of the whole team. They outscoring their opponents off of turnovers, and they handle the ball with care. They, like I said, assists, I messed up, but assists don't win championships, but it's a good part to winning championships.
Yeah, absolutely. Great passing, great playmaking. Walker.
Yeah, the three-point defense by Brianna Smith, Victoria Palladino, and Yakira Rosa, they locked down the perimeter. It's been huge for them. Opponents are only shooting 235 from three-point. That's just over 20%. They have been absolutely great from the defense has been absolutely great. The perimeter defense has been superb, and that's something really the Pioneers have capitalized on all year.
Joe, defense, offense, something in between?
I'm going with the defense. Listen, the success that they had underneath Coach Monahan, and listen, they emphasize heavy on defense, doing the dirty work. Listen, they're top 5 in the NJAC in defense, only allowing 59 points a game, 129 defensive rebounds for Justina Cabezas. She's second in the NJAC, 16.9 points out turnovers. So they transition the defense into the offense. And when you do defense in the dirty work, the hustle plays, it's what matters. It's what makes a difference in ball games and possession of the ball as well.
Yeah, some great reasons there, but we're going to kick it back to players. 3 seniors that we highlighted last weekend, Yakira Rosa, Allison McBride, and Justina Cabezas. Really great players who have meant so much to this Pioneers team over the years. Joe, take us through your thoughts about how they've played throughout their careers here.
Yeah, listen, the big 3 right here, they really told their story. In their 4 years they played together, they also played in 247 combined games, a total career of over 1,800, 715 career field goals, and minutes, 5,800. What they meant on the team as leaders, seniors, right? What they leave, when they leave from here, the impact that they have on the younger players here, it's going to change. They changed the culture here when they played here, and they played a lot of minutes on the court, and there were also impacts when they were on the court as well playing underneath Monahan.
Nijee?
Yeah, I'm going to go with, they made an impact. They led by example. All through this whole season, they led by playing defense, and they showed that burden of responsibility of everybody watching them. So you saw that, and I trickled down to the rest of the team.
Walker?
Yeah, no, I already talked about Justina Cabezas. Allison McBride is great on the interior. She gets a ton of rebounds. She scores under the basket consistently. And then Yakira Rosa has been great. She has been a great floor general. She has led the team ever since she was a freshman, and Elisa Giordano kind of had her role, and then Yakira Rosa almost took over for her. So both, all three of them have been huge players for this team.
Valery?
I mean, like all these guys have been saying, they've been dominant this year, and they were great leaders. They all played their role. They knew that their role had to increase after last year, and their play hasn't gone unnoticed. The fans appreciate it. Us on the desk, we appreciate it. And next year, there's going to be there's some big shoes to fill. But Coach Monahan, man, she's been doing this forever, as long as I've been along, and even longer than that. She's going to be fine next year. I'm really excited to see what she's got cooking up.
I'm going to keep it with you. The NJAC tournament is set. Pioneers are at the 5th seed, and they're going to be heading to Ewing to play number 4 TCNJ. Take us through to the comparison of those two teams.
Yeah, man, we'll take a look at the stats. This game is going to be electric. The 5 seed taking on the 4 seed. You can see the records very similar. Points per game similar. Very similar stats. Pioneers shoot a little bit better from 3 and average a couple more turnovers per game. Pioneers, they took a tough loss against TCNJ in double overtime this year, and TCNJ beat them last year in the NJAC semifinals. So the Pioneers, they're going to be looking to get some revenge this year. Unfortunately, they're not home this year, but they're going to take the crowd out of that game, and let's hope the Pioneers can get a win.
Absolutely. Joe?
Listen, they lost both times in the regular season. When you look at the previous meeting, the most recent one, crucial points I want to talk about is really points on turnovers and bench points. You gotta win those battles, and I think it's going to be the reason why they win. Another reason is stop Izzy Lazier and Julia Sotaro. They both combined for 54 points in both those games when they played.
Nijee?
Yeah, they have to do their job. They have to come in with all the energy and take the crowd out the game early, because the teams is evenly matched. So take the crowd away and make it an even match game right there. And I feel like the Pioneers, they have a chance to do that. Take care of the ball and come in with enough energy and play defense. They got it.
Anthony?
Yeah, TCNJ can shoot. So that defense that myself and Joe were talking about, that's going to be put to the test. But if the Pioneers can lock things down defensively, they should be able to win this game.
Absolutely. We're going to keep the ball dribbling and swing it from the women's team to the men's team and let Andrew Ballistreri and his crew break it all down here on Sports Desk.